Well, 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 well. Fox News is screwed. Plain and simple. Thing is, this is one of those I hope you have bus fare moments. It's finally all coming out. Thanks to Dominion Voting's lawsuit against Fox News and its CEO, Rupert Murdock. And by the way, Rup, I hope you enjoyed the Super Bowl because that's probably the last one you're going to go to. I mean, I know you probably got more money and everything, but I would stay out of public if I were you. Anyway, thanks to Dominion Voting's lawsuit against Fox News, we learned some very, very interesting things. Not the least of which, that Fox News knew from day one that Donald Trump's election fraud lies were lies. They knew. They knew that happened. And thanks to the lawsuit and the investigations, they're screwed. I'm going to give you a few examples. First things first, a text message from Tucker Carlson, the KKK wannabe, to the shut up and dribble whore, Laura Ingraham. Now, the text message says, Sidney Powell is lying, by the way. I caught her. It's insane. That was on November 18th. Now, Ingram responded from that text saying, Sidney Powell is a complete nut. No one will work with her. Ditto with Rudy. Oh, in case you don't know who Rudy is, Rudy happens to be Rudy Giuliani, Donald Trump's sycophant and former mayor of the great city of New York. Oh, and as for you, Rupert says during a meeting on November 19th, 2020, really crazy stuff while referencing the Donald Trump lies. Dominion's legal brief says, obviously, Fox knew, forgive me, I'm getting those two mixed up. Fox knew from the top down, Fox knew. Yeah. That was a clear assessment. Fox News knew that they were lying, peddling the lie, the big lie. And if you want to sue me, Donald Trump, you can try to, but I'm gonna bury your ass. But it was the big lie that you spread. In their group text, I'm reading again from the legal brief from Dominion Voting. In their group text, Carlson pointed to Hannity to a tweet by Fox reporter Jackie Hirsch. Hirsch was fact-checking a tweet by Trump that mentioned Dominion and specifically mentioned Hannity and Dobbs' broadcast that evening discussing Dominion. Hirsch correctly fact-checked the tweet, pointing out that the top election infrastructure officials said that there is no evidence that any voting system deleted or lost votes, changed votes, or was any way compromised. So you knew! You at Fox News, you knew you were peddling out lies. You knew that Donald Trump and his people were liars, but you continually pushed it to the point that, matter of fact, more on that in a few minutes. Let's get going on this. Now, Tucker Carlson texted Sean Hannity, and I quote, please fire her. Seriously, what the fuck? I'm actually shocked. It needs to stop immediately, like tonight. It is immeasurably hurting the company. The stock price is down, not a joke. So you were worried about the stock prices, not the lies you were telling. You were worried about the fact you might not get your little precious paycheck from Fox News, that bonus, so I could buy myself a Bentley. But you weren't worried about the truth. The truth. Obviously, we're talking about Tucker Carlson. He wouldn't know the truth, but it smacked him in the fucking head. Oh boy. And it gets getting worse. Sean Hannity texted to Susan Scott, the Fox boss, saying, Sean texted me. He's standing down on responding, but not happy about this, and doesn't understand how this is allowed to happen from anyone in news. She, Heinrich, has serious nerve doing this, and if this gets picked up, viewers are going to be further disgusted. By the next morning, Heinrich had deleted her fact-checking tweet. So, you deleted a tweet that showed you that the whole voter fraud shit was bullshit. Oh, and it just keeps worse. The producer for Lauren Ingram's show captured the dilemma, saying, "This Dominion," quoting him, "This Dominion shit is going to give me a fucking aneurysm," unquote. I think you're already there, son. It's already too late. Because the lies continued on to that day, but despite all the texts and despite all the concerns and despite all the aneurysm talk, Sean Hannity on November 30th, 2020, had Sidney Powell, one of Donald Trump's many lawyers trying to steal the election from Joe Biden. And on January 26, 2021, Tucker Carlson had Mike Lindell on his show, continuing the big lie. I hope you have bus fare. It's not only the fact that Dominion voting and their employees and their families were put in danger by Fox News continuing to peddle the big lie. It's the simple fact that Fox News continued to peddle the big lie all the way to January 6, 2021. Do I need to remind you all what happened on January 6, 2021? Do I need to remind you? Oh, since you asked, let me remind you.
If I give this up, they're going to have to run down church. At least it's capital we can defend. We got to hold what we have.
Take your pins off.
Yeah. The fuck?
Take your pins off.
Where the fuck are they?
There's a 50 hit tank. 1033. I repeat, 1033. Where's from the Capitol? We've been pranked and we've lost all of it.
Can I speak to Pelosi? Yeah, we're coming, bitch. Oh, my bitch, we're coming for you too, fucking traitor.
Start making a list, put all those names down, and we start hunting them down one by one.
Now, I like to think of myself as a person who believes in justice, but I'm also a very petty, very vicious person, and I'm not ashamed to admit it. Fox News, I hope you have bus fare. If I were Dominion voting, and I'm not, so I'm not going to even guess what they're going to do, what they're trying to do. But if I'm them, with all this evidence showing that Fox News knew the whole time that Donald Trump's election fraud scheme was a fucking lie, because of this, I'm suing every motherfucker in there. I don't give a shit if you're Rupert Murdock, Sean Hannity, Judge Denise Pirro, because she has a part in this. All of you motherfuckers. Lauren Ingram, and especially you, Carlson. Don't think I have forgotten about you. You're still on my shit list. In fact, you're just on a hair's breadth below Rupert Murdock. Every single one of you had a hand in what happened on January 6th. Every single one of you had a hand in telling and retelling and retelling and retelling the lie that the election was stolen from Donald Trump. And worst of all, you knew it was a lie. But you told it anyway because you don't want to you want to lose your fans. You don't want to lose your base. Well, guess what? You're going to lose a hell of a lot more than your fans. As I said before, I don't know exactly how far Dominion voting is going for, how far their lawsuit's going to go. But with this, I'm going all the way. I'm calling on Dominion voting to sue every single bastard at Fox News. Every one of them. Now, you may not be going to prison because of January 6th, but you're going to pay through the nose to stay free. Your reputation has been completely obliterated. You knew it was a lie, and you continued to push it. You knew it was a lie, and you continued to push your supporters, your fans, Trumpers, to the point where they actually committed a terrorist act in this country. You are responsible for that. Now, let's take away the fact, I'm not saying take away, let's put on pause the fact that you put people's lives in danger when it comes to Dominion voting. You put our democracy in danger because you didn't want to lose your fans. You didn't want to lose money. You didn't want to lose ratings. Pathetic. Again, I hope you have bus fare. CTP Know The Truth. God bless. Peace to the left. Justice to the right.